the other day I was having a conversation with my Aunt Brandy, which is my best friend's, both of my best friends' aunt. And we were just having a conversation and just like chatting, and I was just thinking like how crazy it is that she's in my life, and that like I can't imagine my life without her or without any of them, like their entire family. And it's just so funny like how things work out. And so that like spiraled me into just thinking about everything, and just like thinking about my life, and just like really kind of like trying to take a step back and really like just look at everything. And I just started to think like, oh my goodness, I've been through some crazy shit. You go through times in your life that are super, super shitty, but it's like all of those little tiny moments add up for a reason. Like your life is literally planned like down to the second. Every single minute is planned so perfectly. And that like whenever you think about that, it really like racks your brain. Like I just don't even know how to explain it. So I'm going to try to explain it. I remember like what I kept thinking about that day was I went to one high school all my freshman year, and then I had to switch high schools and go to a different high school my sophomore year. And I remember being I was just devastated. And I did not want to go to this school. I did not want to go. I didn't want to make friends. Like, I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, y'all are making me do this. This is stupid. Like, I'm pissed off. Like, all my friends are at this school. Like, I can't believe you're doing this. And so, whenever I think about that, like, that time in my life was so, like, challenging. And yes, I was a kid and, like, in high school. And, like, oh my God, you had to change schools. Poor you. Like, I know. But, like, to me, that was the hardest thing I'd ever done, like, in my life at that point. But then I started thinking about it. It was like, if I never switched schools, I never would have met my high school friends. And I'm still friends with those people. And so it was just like, it was crazy because if I never met those people, then I never would have met, you know, another person in my life. Because if I never would have met them, I would have never been, you know, at this bar and met this person, and then that person brought me to this person. It was like, if I never would have went to that bar that night, I never would have met my best friends. If they wouldn't have went to that bar that night, they would have never met me. And like, our lives would be so different. So honestly, like, it freaks me out because I was like thinking even down to like, if I would have been in the bathroom at the moment that like Nikki danced on me or something, like I never would have met a lot of people that have really changed my life if I never moved schools. Does that make sense? Or if I never quit college, or, you know, like big moments, like so horrible at the time and felt like my whole world was ending, turned out to be like for a reason. Does that make sense? And so the reason I'm saying this is because anytime you're going through something super shitty, you just have to keep in mind, like, this is happening for a reason. I can't explain it. I don't know why. I'm pissed off. You can be pissed off. Be pissed off as much as you want. But just keep in the back of your mind to keep you going that it's just temporary. This has to happen so this can happen. And you probably won't understand it until years and years later. But everything happens for a reason. And with that being said, I try so hard to be so grateful for every tiny thing, like literally the dumbest thing or the worst thing, and be like, I'm thankful for this because I know that whatever it is, whatever you believe, I know that the universe is doing these little things for me for a reason. She made me miss that exit because there's not a good energy there, or there's something else that I need to hold back for. Does that make sense? So just constantly being grateful, taking the time, taking a minute to kind of step back, see how far you've come. Never forget where you came from, because that's the biggest thing that people just kind of roll off and act like, you know, oh, whatever. But who you are, that's where you came from. That's what built you. That's what made you who you are. That's a very, very important thing. That's something you need to take time to slow down and remember that and be thankful for where you came from, but also grateful for where you are. Saying this to be a reminder for you guys to always just take a moment, slow down, thank whoever, whatever it is that you believe in, and just be grateful for the moments that you have. Because honestly, it could be worse. If you really take your worst situation and think, you know, I'm in debt, say you're in debt, and you're in debt $10,000, bitch, it could be 15, it could be 30,000, you know? The reason I felt like I had to share that was because I wanted to share it on Sunday whenever I was like having this moment and like thinking about that stuff, and then I didn't because I got busy. And then yesterday I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers, and he brought something up very. I was like, okay, bitch, like I see you. And then I was like, I'll talk about it, and then I didn't talk about it again. And then I was talking to someone else that night, and I got another sign, and I was like, okay, you clearly, someone needs to hear this, so I will share it. So yeah, that's that part. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was something I've been struggling with. And I always told you guys that I would be like super open and super honest with you. So that's what we're doing. And hopefully I don't get emotional. I don't think I will, but you never know because I now have full body chills. Ugh. It's nothing crazy, but you guys know how I have my weigh-in this Saturday, and my dad and my grandpa both bet me if I could lose 14 pounds this month, then they'll give me $100 each. I didn't even mean to flip my arms. It just happened, and when I rewatched it back, I was like, well, clearly can see how you feel about this situation. So it's not a bad thing. For some people, you know, stuff like that is what gets them going. It's what pushes them harder and pushes me. But it pushes me in a negative way. It's not for me. And I've had to come to terms with that. And it's frustrating because, like, it's frustrating not because I'm like this. It's frustrating that it affects me the way that it does. When I have a timeline or a number goal, it makes me fucking crazy. And I'm sorry for my language. I'm like constantly obsessing over it and stressing about it. And I'm telling you, it does more harm than good. Every time. Every single freaking time. Ugh. No, it doesn't matter. But I start getting in my head like, you have to get here. Like, you have to get here. And I think for some people that have lost weight and are going through this, you know what I mean. You feel like you have to be at a certain place because, you know, you've come so far and like these people are expecting you. And it's not that they're expecting it. It's that they are trying to encourage me, and they are, but I need to learn to stop and say, I can't do things like that because it doesn't work for me. It makes me so stressed, and I'm always on a scale, and I'm always just constantly like everything I eat, I have to analyze it, or I say no to every single thing. And then then I can't take it anymore. And then it's like, all I want to do is binge eat. That's not why I started this. I didn't start this. I don't do this. I don't live my life like this. Like, when I started this, I said, I'm going to live a healthy lifestyle. I'm going to eat pizza when I want to fucking eat pizza. And I'm going to eat cookies when I want to eat a cookie. Like, it's not a diet. It's my life. Like, this is my lifestyle. I can't live my life in fear of food and in fear that I'm not going to get to that number if I eat this. That's not what it's about. That's not why I started this. I started this because I want to feel good. I want to be able to do things that I didn't normally get to do when I was 86 pounds heavier. You know? And I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I literally don't know. I guess it's like one of those things I was telling someone the other day. Like, when you're on a road to a healthy lifestyle, there's not like, if you fall off the path, there's no gray area. Like, you don't just go from like healthy to a little bit unhealthy to like literally healthy, unhealthy. Like everything you do and like every tiny little thing like can really fork with you. And the reason I'm saying this is because like I don't want y'all to think that it's like freaking sunshine and rainbows and it's so easy. And I don't want you to look at me and be like, well, why is Lauren always doing it and she never messes up? That's literally the farthest thing from the truth. Like, it's just, it's not accurate. And I just want y'all to know that it's not, if you're struggling, it's not just you. We all do it, and just we're not open about it. And sometimes we're just not honest with ourselves. Like, I literally had to sit there. It was because my best friend came over the other day and we were talking, and we were just literally having the most casual conversation, but he said something to me and I was like, you're so right. And it's the simplest thing in the whole world. We were talking about my weigh-in or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'm just really nervous because like I'm trying to lose, like I'm trying to get to 100, like I'm trying to lose 14 pounds, blah blah blah. And he's like, well honey, like if you don't, make it to 100 this time, like you'll probably make it the next time. Literally when he said that, my whole world was like hello, wake up, smell the roses, like this. But like for a minute there, I was like obsessing, and I was like, I can't do this. Why'd you start this journey, Lauren? So I could do more things, so I could live my life. What are you doing right now? Not living my life. That's for fucking sure. And then you just want to laugh at yourself because you're like, why was I making this such a big thing? Like, I don't even know. You just have to like sometimes just like take one, let it hit you, and be like, all right. It's just a journey, and sometimes you need people to remind you, to get you back on that right track, on that right mindset. So I'm here to tell you, if you're struggling, if you've fallen off, if you feel like it's consuming you, don't let it. Everything's gonna be okay. You can do this. It's a bad day, not a bad life. And sometimes we get caught up, and sometimes we obsess, and sometimes we don't give a shit. And that's just part of it, because that's life, And you can't beat yourself up about all the times that you messed up, or that you fell off, or that you let it get the best of you. It's not about how many times you fall down. It's about how many times you stand up. That's the key. You have to have a moment where you kind of dust yourself off, take a minute for yourself, because that's what I did. After he said that to me on Saturday, I was like, you're right. I'm going to enjoy myself tonight. I'm going to have grandma's cooking tomorrow, and then I'm just going to live. I'm going to make healthier choices. I'm going to, do what I normally do, but I'm not going to be so obsessive over it. That's the worst. It just makes you crazy. And I know that's not why I started this. I didn't start this to be a certain number or a certain thing. I started this because I wanted to feel good. I wanted to live my life. I wanted to do things I never thought that I would be able to do. And I am. Like, I don't know, like, I was even thinking last night, like, I've done so many things that I never thought I would be able to do, and that right there is a win. That's what it's about, doing stuff that you never dreamed possible. I don't even know. It's just cool because I did this. Like, I lost 86 pounds. I don't care what gets thrown my way. I can do anything. I know I can. Doesn't matter how hard it gets. Sometimes I might mess up, but I know deep down inside of me, I can literally do anything. And so can you. So I just want you guys to know that I believe in you. Even if no one else does, reach out, let me know, because I'm here. I love you guys so freaking much, and I'm here for you guys. If you want to start this journey, if you're scared to start this journey, whatever it is, if you fell off, I'm here. Living, breathing proof of all of those things. Was scared to start this journey. I started this journey and gave up. I fell off. I've done it all, and I don't know everything, but what I do know is I believe in myself, and I believe in you, because I'm telling you, if I can do this, if I can do this, anyone can do this. 100%. So scared for so long, and I didn't believe in myself for so long. So saying that, being able to say that and really believe it, it's dope. It's so dope. All the tears aside, I never thought I'd be here, like, ever in my whole life. So if you're thinking that, trust me. When I say you can do anything you set your mind to, I'm not joking. It is all about your mindset, and it's all about how you look at things, how you're thinking about things. Anything negative, come at it with a positive, because that is going to be your biggest tool, is your energy, your positivity, and your mindset. That's my biggest things. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's all a practice. It's like meditating. You have to practice. So, if you want this, you can have it. You can achieve it. I promise. Enough rambling from me. I might hop on a live in a few and do a little unboxing, because I got some bakes. But we'll see. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later.